Hello. Hey, Peter. I can't hear if you're trying to speak.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Oh, got you now. Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you having one of those days?
Yeah, just quite a lot. Just running late, slightly late on a few things at the minute,
Bless you.
but
Well,
all good.
all good. All good. Thank you for joining me.
Okay.
Um, I'm not sure if we'll get Aisha or Nana today. There's some stuff that's come up, so I hopefully they get to join us later. But otherwise, I'm recording this session anyway, so they can just follow up and watch it later.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Mm. So, first of all, super excited to get to work with you on this project and this website build. So what I'm going to share with you is essentially all of this stuff that you're going to be getting. Later on today,
Mm-hmm.
I will be connecting you to this particular Google Drive folder, which will have everything that you need in there eventually. Now,
Mm-hmm.
and I say eventually is because I'm still needing to just finish off a few of the images and so forth, just to make sure that you have that all ready and good to go. You've got a lot to get on with anyway, but correct me where I'm ever wrong in any case. I do have some questions for you, but let me just talk you through everything first, and then you share your own questions with me, and then my questions I'll share with you at the end of it as well. Okay?
Cool.
Amazing. So, share screen. Make sure this is the right page. Yes, it is. Okay, can you see my screen okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you will have access to this folder, which is essentially everything that you need for the web design, web development side of things. Okay. So there's a note for you, and then equally where all the videos will be housed and where all the images will be housed as well. Okay. So let's just go into this note here for you. So these are the instructions, these are the overviews, and this is also where you'll find that video. Basically talking you through the whole website and things that we were talking about. What I shared with you previously was here. Basically, if you keep just going through, have a little good rummage through this video. Oh, this is where everything starts to slow down now, isn't it? Yeah, have a good rummage through this particular folder, but essentially you'll be able to find all that you need right here, okay? So this video is literally me just talking through the overview that you would have seen,
Mm-hmm.
and just going through all of that right there. So it takes you through that stuff with you. But what you also have is the actual full-on walkthrough now of the actual website, okay? So that means in this particular page here, that means you'll have all the pages, more so to do with when it just comes to the product page here, you will just have like an example as to how we'd like the product pages to function. Okay. So things like have like a section where it says you might also like, but I know that typically gets integrated into anyway, but obviously you can check where I'm wrong as well. Equally an order the look section as well. So essentially when somebody taps on this little button here at the back, order the look, it literally just takes them down further onto the page to this particular section. Yeah, does that make sense?
So, the other than look, is that something that was there last time, or is that something that you've brought in new now?
No, it's always been there, and now I'm trying to think what else was shared with you. So basically, it's allowing any time that somebody clicks either on new in or edits, it's always going to be taking the viewer back to the idea of buying the full entire look. So at the moment they can buy either the shirt or they can buy the trousers or they can buy the whole entire fit. Okay? So with these options, it's always encouraging the entire fit. Okay? So whether if it's new in, you'll always have two categories here. Can you see that there? So men's and women's. Then you'll have a further subsection or sublisting, if you like, saying men's shirts and men's trousers. The women's section will literally have women's tops, women's trousers, and skirts, and then it will also have dresses as a third category. Okay? Does that make sense? Oh, are you there, Peter? Peter, are you there? Right, I'm just going to pause this until you come back. Press play again. Okay, cool. So back to this. So what I was sharing with you is the actual
Hmm.
full version of the walkthrough.
Hmm.
So essentially, it's giving you the overview as to the whole entire website.
Hmm.
But I say the whole entire website, more so focusing on what a product page would look like, which is this, which was what you would have previously seen, and equally going on to the product, the actual product section. So what happens on the product page? Now, typically, this is what we'd like to have as a typical situation. So three main images for each product. Obviously, you're going to get supplied those, and I'll share with you where that's going to be going. Then equally, there'll be a watch this little video. So when the viewer clicks on that, they get to understand how the garment moves, all that kind of stuff. But it's literally just like probably like a 10-second video, which you'll be supplied with as well. And I've got some questions around how we go about doing that. Okay. Then order the look, as I was sharing with you before. This is something I know you were asking, wait, is this something new that we've added in? No, it's always been here. And I'm pretty sure I would have spoken to you about this particular section. But essentially, it's going to be a button that allows the viewer to drop down a little further on the page to see the full look, basically, and how they also might be able to just get the full look as opposed to just one shirt or one pair of trousers. Make sense?
Hmm.
Okay, good. And essentially also this type of thing where you might also like, so it essentially takes the viewer onto other different types of shirts that look similar to what they've ordered, or trousers that look similar to what they've ordered, and so forth. Yeah. Um, there are questions again around these little roundels, but I'll come to that at the end. But essentially, just like any sort of functioning ecom site where there's color options, this is where the viewer will be able to select their color option as well as their size and the amount as well, and then be able to add to the bag. Now, there was something that's the one thing that definitely has changed. We've actually taken off the account section. So there's no need to sign up for an account. However, there's an opportunity for the viewer to join and become a member. Now, this particular option here will literally just be a page, almost like an opt-in page, if you know what I mean by that.
Hmm.
So where essentially they're going to be just sharing their name, their full name, their email address, and their telephone number as well, and they'll be able to join like that. Okay. And again, I've got some questions for you around that part as well. But to sort of like continue the flow through this, you don't need to worry about these here. These are just more so for Nana and Aisha's reference, just in terms of the color tones for each of the colors that are going to be on offer to majority of the stock, not all of the stock, but it's just to get the color tones right. The drop down menus will essentially have a brief bit of information about shipping and exchange returns and all that kind of stuff. But this essentially could actually be just like a little link to what will be the terms and conditions, which will also have this information in it. Okay. The sizing and guide information, that's something we're going to pull together for you. And the same for the care information. So for the first two drop down menus, they will be the same throughout. But when it comes to the care guide, because of the different garments and because of different materials, that's probably the only thing that won't be consistent throughout in terms of information. Okay. All these little icons I've supplied you with, so you have those, and equally the same here as well. These images you also get, I'll supply you with that. There's things like, for example, I'm guessing the sizing of these. Will you need the actual sizing of those? Or are you happy to reduce down to that size? You tell me.
It has to be the actual sizes because we wouldn't be doing any editing.
That's fine. Perfect. And then the same goes for, see these little color options. Would
Mhm.
you like me to supply those as well as little
I
images?
mean, yeah, as long as you supply the color code.
Yes.
Um,
I'll share
yeah.
you a document as well, which has all
Mhm.
of that. We'll have all of that information for you. So it's all broken down. Okay. Um, so let me continue through all of this. This is just basically breaking down what's in each of the options here. Then the summary page. So essentially, when they go into their bag, it shows a summary as to what they've ordered and so forth. And then equally, just a way of being able to check out this little payment option down here, or what we accept, for example. You get I'll supply that with you. You have that in your folder, as do
Mhm.
you have this little delivery icon as well. Okay. Other little icons. There was another one. If we go back up here, these little icons here. Now, I'm happy to supply those, but I also know sometimes when you're developing, or the templates that you use, they might already have their own.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can supply them as well. So,
Yeah, and then we see
uh,
we see which is more useful. That's fine. Um, So if we keep scrolling down, so essentially you start seeing how the women's work. So as you can see, so as I said, rather than shirts, it's tops for women. The second category would be skirts and trousers, and then the third category is
the
dresses.
categories and the product like the niche products, they have them in a spreadsheet or something.
I'm glad you
Uh,
asked, Peter. Yes, they do. Because
so
I'll share
yeah,
that for
so
you.
and then like the product descriptions and stuff and everything, and then the images that go with each and every one of them.
We've got you sorted. No worries at all. But I'll share you with you how I've set it up, and hopefully it makes sense to you. If it's not, we'll
Mhm,
rearrange a couple of things to make it make sense for you. Okay.
mhm,
Equally, you know where I asked about the colors of the roundels for
mhm,
the color descriptions. For these ones as well, will you need these set as images for you
mhm.
for the
Say that again,
smaller
sorry.
ones? For the smaller circles, will you need these set as images as well?
It should. I think that should just be the color coding. As long as you supply the X code,
Yeah, no worries.
it'll be
You'll have that.
exactly the same. Yeah.
You'll have exactly that. Okay, cool. That's good. The footers, just to explain to you as well. So again, this is I'll share that with you. But essentially, if we go into CHANNAY Help, for example, these will be the different pages that you would have seen in the overview brief.
Mhm,
So you've got FAQs, you've got locations, then there's track your order, there's also delivery exchange and returns, terms and conditions, and privacy policy. Now, I know Aisha shared with me that you'll help them with putting the terms and conditions and privacy policy together. Is that right?
yeah, I mean,
To a
I
certain
will draft
extent.
something for them, yeah, and
Okay,
then
cool. Yeah,
as long as it's on, they stand now for them to go through the finer detail,
perfect.
or
That's
maybe
fine.
get someone legal to go through the
Yeah, I
final
thought so.
detail.
I thought so. Okay, cool. So essentially, with the delivery exchanges and returns, this would be a link again to the terms and conditions page to that specific part. Track your order, because they use DHL typically. It would essentially be a link to DHL. However, I know Aisha was talking about there being the potential of having a local order option as
Mhm,
well, but she's still clarifying that. Locations is literally just a listing on the contacts page.
mhm,
So it's just jumping to that particular section. So it's not necessarily a page on its own with little maps. It's just literally where the addresses are and
mhm,
listed, and FAQs as well. With regards to the CHANNAY Spirit, so this is essentially like the heartbeat, if you like, of CHANNAY. So, but we break it down into these little sections here. So we've
mhm,
got who we are, mentoring, responsibility, collaborations, and what's known as season. So it's interesting to know how people actually pronounce that, SZN. If they say season, amazing. If not, it's all good. If they say SCN, that's fine. And I'll
mhm.
share with you exactly what the breakdown of that wording is in any case. And I'll share with you what these pages also look like too.
Oh,
Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as the contact page. So how to connect with Shanae. So contact obviously is a contact page. Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn are links, and you'll have those as well, which I'll share with you. And as I said, with the CHANNAY member, becoming a CHANNAY member, it's a link to literally just a new little window, pop-up window
One
which
thing,
has an opt-in.
sorry, one thing that I meant to ask you before I actually forget is,
Yes.
look, if you see your search bar there, do you want it to look exactly like that, or could it do with like a pattern
This
or
one?
something? Or yeah, or is that how you want it to look? Because I just feel like it's probably a little bit too tiny for the search um
You mean
font
the length of
size.
it?
Yeah, no, yeah, well the
The height.
height of it.
Mhm.
Is that how you want it to look exactly? Just checking.
I'm open to it, open to seeing what works. So long as it works well with the look and feel of what's going on here, I'm
Hmm.
open.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I trust your judgment because you are the developer on this side of things. So obviously, it's all about making sure that things function as they should be functioning with
And
clarity.
also, this font is the font they're going with. This is their brand font, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I'll share with you a document that has all of what the font is, the sort of spacing in between the letters, if you like,
Hmm.
the colors, all of that. I'll share with you as well. I'll take you through
Okay.
that. Okay.
Cool.
So yes, so essentially, so what the dresses section would look like. Don't worry about the fact that this font is in pink at the moment. It's all to be black, and yeah, that's essentially it. Things that we're still confirming are what the additional colors are going to be for the women's, some of the women's section, and equally the pricing as well.
Hmm.
But so long as you've got a general template as to how things can be set up, I think that's super key right now at this stage. Then when somebody clicks onto the men's section, this is where essentially it will be the current collection as well as past collection.
Hmm.
So at the moment, you've got the Resilience collection, which is out now. And then also in the men's section will be the current selection, sorry, the past collection
Hmm.
that's on their current website.
Hmm.
So everything will be listed there. And again, in the spreadsheet that I'll be sharing with you shortly, it'll have all the listing, all the description that you need, and so
Hmm.
forth, and equally the color availability that we currently have, that I'm currently aware of. But again, there's something that I'm going to be confirming with Aisha and Nana, but we will get confirmation to you by next week, Tuesday at the very, very latest.
Okay.
Okay, it's just so you can just keep going. And equally, I want to share with you some timelines and just to make sure that it marries up with your own scheduling, because obviously I'm very aware that you may have things previously planned and so forth. But I want to make sure it still marries up with your own timeline as well. Okay. So yeah, same with women's as well, just showcasing past and previous collections. I'm not sure why that one's particularly missing, but we'll sort that out in a minute. Um, do, 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 do. So edits. So this is where I was sharing with you. Ideally, obviously, in the new in section, the opportunity will be had to buy top or bottom, but there's always going to be an opportunity to encourage the buyer to buy the entire fit. So edits will only showcase the new collection's entire fit, not the past collection. Okay, so it's just another push, if you like. So men's will showcase this, and then the women's collection, to be fair, there's only 3 items that allow for an entire fit. So it'll be just sort of straightforward in comparison to the other setups. Okay. Now going on to the spirit section. So this is how the pages sort of switch up now. So coming on to a typical format of a website, if you like. Each of these pages are mainly information based, but we will have videos as well as imagery on them. So a breakdown of this information, who we are, for example. This is all about we are CHANNAY, so introducing the ethos of CHANNAY and as well as their values. This is going to be a video, which again you'll be supplied with. I'll also supply you with this particular thumbnail, which will allow the video to be played on top of. Oh, yeah. Okay. The video, however, I should say, is actually this small area right here. It's not as
Hmm.
wide as this. Okay. And then here, these will also be smaller thumbnails of testimonial videos. So essentially, they'll just be having like mini quotes from each of the videos and then like a little snippet of the image from the video as well. these particular videos, again, you'll be supplied with, and I'll share with you where they're going to be located. Okay. So now if we go into Shannay's season, so essentially it's going to look something like this. And equally share with me if you feel like where we have sort of lined areas, if they're needed or not. Because I know sometimes when you have things in a visual versus when it's actually live, does it really make
Mhm.
sense? Do we need to have it? So I'm very open to just adjusting a few things where needed. So all good there. Essentially, these are going to be different features or things that events maybe that Shanae would have appeared in, or for example, ads that Shanae might have appeared in. So for here, for example, they had the opportunity without realizing it. They were actually in a Samsung Father's Day ad, which was really cool for Ghana. So things like that will be having links to the actual for people to actually watch the feature and so forth. So just another viewing platform. Okay. And essentially, all of the thumbnails for whatever these links are going to be, you will have supplied to you. And equally, all the links that are needed will also be supplied to you. So where I have this particular watch here in pink, this is the Shanae pink. This is what happens when a viewer scrolls over the option. Okay, so as a standalone, it will be just black. But when
Mhm.
somebody scrolls over it, they'll have the option to just see that in a different color. Okay. And then moving on to collaborations. Now, again, tell me if this is something, and I've got to actually just, it reminds me to say about the homepage as well. Um, what I've done is supplied these two particular images separately. Reason being, this is supposed to be a static image. However, I want this to just be a thumbnail for a video that will then play. So share with me if that's something that can happen, because I'm mindful of the grid structure as well. So
Yeah, you should be able to do that. Yeah.
okay, cool. And then this will be an additional link to the same video that you would have seen in season with
Mhm.
regards to a Father's Day feature. And then these logos as well, I'll supply you with.
Mhm.
Um, and also this particular image down here, this is a solid image. I've supplied you with that, so all good there. When it comes to buttons, would you like me to supply you with the shape of the button, or are you happy to create that on your side?
No, it's just the colors are fine.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
all that's all HTML stuff, to be honest.
Okay, cool. I thought so. That's fine. So moving on to mentoring. So you've got Shanae mentoring. So essentially, all this text again, I will supply you with in a Word document, or even tell me is just having it in this PDF absolutely fine because I know you can still copy the wording from
Yeah,
that.
as long as you send the PDF over, yeah, I should be able to copy it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You have access to this, so you should be able to just take it from that, no problem at all. Then I won't bother with the Word document. But
Yeah.
if for whatever reason you're having issues, just please let me know and I'll sort it out for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Image again, you've got that set for you. And that, oh, there's one more section. So this is talking about responsibilities. This is very heavily text-based. So again, going into, I guess it's sort of like pulling out some of the key values that Shanae hold dear to them type of thing,
Hmm.
and things that they just adhere to all the time. So essentially, it's just that.
Cool.
So yeah.
Could you share this with, I know you've shared it with me, but um
You're going to
I'm
have
not
access
sure.
to all of this folder.
Okay, cool. I'll put my Gmail in the link
Yes, please. I was
because
going to say,
yes,
please share with
much
me the email address that you want to use all the time for this, and then you have
much
access
better
to
for
this entire thing.
sharing.
Yeah. And then what else I want to share with you um, is it this bit? So where I was sharing with you, you'll have access to the logo and the color options as well.
Hmm.
Have a look at this document because it will give you a proper look and feel as to what Shanae's about as well. So it's talking about the fonts here. These are the main colors here, but you're going to predominantly be using the black and the spirit pink. Okay,
Hmm.
so you can get all the information that you need there. And this essentially just shares with you what the types of logos and what we're sort of adhering to all the time, especially when it comes to the logo and the emblem as well.
Hmm.
The mood boards, have a look at those. It just gives you a general feel to them as well. And
Hmm.
equally, how we see the logo working and then some. and then their branded house move in the future. So these things are coming in the future. However, spirit and the apparel side of things are what's being realized right now. Okay.
Cool.
Where I was talking to you before about the links, all links, they've still yet to be populated. So there's still some more feature links that will be listed here. So you'll have access to all of these links here and equally the location as to where we want them. So, for example, the Father's Day ad again. So we've got a link to currently what's on there, the CHANNAY Instagram page. So it's linking to that particular post and then where the location is, and therefore, and that's it. Equally, nice and easy, self-explanatory, where we want these to go all under the footer with social media icons and sorry, the listings as well. Okay. Um,
Fab.
when it comes to, well, I've got two, I don't need those that open. Okay, so this I was just repopulating for you. I actually set this up as a regular Excel document, so I'm just resetting it again
Hmm.
for Google Sheets. So I thought, do you know what? If for whatever reason we need to make a little update, it's just easier to have it as a live update rather than deleting a previous file and then re-uploading it again.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So I'm literally just in the process of re-uploading these images because it won't it won't do a bulk load, which is very annoying and irritating. However, if you know of anywhere, if you know of a way of doing it, let me know. But otherwise, essentially, I'm just re-uploading the images here.
Cool.
But you will have access to the product name and it showcases the image. You'll have
So
the product.
the images, I suppose there's like two, three images for each
Yes,
product. Are you gonna put the link to where they are there, or how
I'll
would we
show you.
find
So
them?
if we go back here, in this particular folder where it says Shanae website images,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have all the images that you need
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
If you go into, for example, product Shanae Apparel product pages,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have the icons that are here as well that you need for
Mm-hmm.
the product pages. But equally, you'll also have the
Ah, fair
product
enough. Okay, cool.
and everything will be in here and nicely labeled for you as well, because I know what that's like when they're not. So yeah,
Cool. Cool. Cool.
okay. So that's also that will all be listed in there for you. Okay. And again, the icons, as I shared with you, they will all be here set for you. Everything should be nicely. Please also, when we put these in place, because this is unfortunately the only good logo that I could find, but I'm going to try and source a better one. So when things are in place, I want to see if we can just see how clear they are as well.
Okay,
So if there's anything that is not unclear, please just let me know and I'll reset it and resupply.
cool.
Yeah, order the look button and watch this button.
Couple of questions. I know when I spoke to them, we talked about Shopify
Yes,
and the WordPress option. So
that was going to be my,
um
my question to you as well.
yeah, but then you I said because I know from start you mentioned that it was a WordPress
Yeah.
project.
But I'm
So
absolutely open to using Shopify, so that's no problem at all because I know it's
okay.
got a lot of the things that we need for this website to function, right?
Yeah, I just think yeah, Shopify. Yeah, I think in terms of yeah, I just think in terms of managing,
Yeah,
maybe Shopify might be better for them, but
let's do it.
because I know they've got a WordPress site before.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe.
Let's do Shopify. I'm absolutely open to that. I think initially where I wasn't what I was mindful of is will it spoil the integrity of what we've just designed here? But I'm on the understanding is no, it won't because you can still apply your own design to Shopify.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
build your theme. The only bit, just to make you aware that you
Yeah.
can't really customize on Shopify is the checkout page, which I don't think you have in here anyway. Um,
Um, show you what we. So this is
so I know you have the basket.
yeah. I just went up to the basket area because I was mindful of
Yeah.
that.
So the
So
I think the
this.
basket should be fine. Yeah. But the checkout itself.
Mm-hmm.
Shopify is quite they're quite because it's a
Standard.
managed platform, so it's as a standard thing. But yeah,
That's fine. That's
yeah,
fine. As I said, I'm super open to a lot, so I know things as much as they're here that I've designed them one way, but I'm
mhm,
very mindful of things may need to shift or adjust
yeah,
to suit the template working as it should be working, because that's the important part, right?
hmm,
So that's absolutely fine. Okay, cool. So let's just, put it in place and then we'll take it from there
cool,
when we see how everything looks and whatnot. So okay. I think that was that. Um, so I showed you the collection. So you'll have this access to this document, so which will have all the descriptions and everything. So as I said, you've got the product set description, then you'll
hmm,
have the individual description where it applies as well. Okay,
yeah,
so shirt or trousers. Then what I've done here, you'll have the pricing for the shirt, the trouser, and the set. Obviously,
hmm,
depending on what product we're talking about or set we're talking about. These are the categories that they should be listed in. Is this how,
okay,
is that all right? If I
yep,
just
that's fine. That
okay,
works.
cool. And then he's essentially if it's obviously the dress category for women's and so forth. Yeah.
Cool,
Colors as well. I've just listed the colors. I haven't put the color references in here. However, I'm going to stop sharing or reshare in a minute. I'll share with you where I will be putting the color references because I just wanted to keep it separately.
cool,
Care guide information you'll have as equally as the size availability, and then equally all the shot information as well.
hmm,
It's just additional information. And then the note for developer. So, for example, only men's at the moment have the mini video for each of their products. The women's do not. However, moving forwards, women's will have a video moving
yeah.
forward.
I mean, they can always add it themselves.
Yeah,
It'll be a
exactly.
soft
And
manage.
then I was going to ask you, is it something that we sort of grey out on the women's one, so it's inactive, but it's
I
there?
mean, if yeah, it'll be there. If you just don't have it, it just wouldn't show up.
Okay,
So
fine. That's fine.
yeah, yeah.
So essentially that is your note there. Any other notes that we need to add, obviously you'll see it in there. For past collection as well, you'll have all the images in here. Equally, you've got all the description there, same situation, and then it's just everything, anything in green is what Aisha and Nana just need to confirm on their side as well. Okay.
Cool.
So I'm just gonna just stop sharing and reshare with you. Do, 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 do. So this particular document, so now that you said about the buttons, I'm not going to include that, get rid of that. So this particular document is what's going to just break things down even further for you in terms of like font styles, point sizes as well. I work in points, not pixels. So
Okay.
I hope that helps you as well,
Mhm.
for the font size that is. So I'll just share this document with you as well.
Okay. Cool.
So essentially, it's talking to you about what the font type is, what the font size is, and
Hmm.
again, the location of it and so forth. Obviously, this, as you were talking about the search area, put in place what you think works best, and then we'll take it from there.
Cool.
Okay. And don't worry about this account icon here. We're going to get rid of that. So it's literally just the three icons.
Hmm.
And again, it's just breaking it down for you on the product listings and so forth as well. Um, even in the box area as well. I didn't said it's the pink, but basically this is the CHANNAY pink that I referenced earlier. And then equally all black that is used is the CHANNAY black.
Hmm.
And then just these button areas, what their font sizes are and weights and so forth. And equally this information as well. So this is on the home page. This is the members, how to join and become a member. So it's another opportunity to be able to do so. This icon I've supplied you. This text I've left out because I would imagine that's an HTML side of thing,
Hmm.
that you'll be able to sort out. But essentially, I've put what it is, what the font is, and the sizes are there. Um, and then yeah, and then equally, what I've done is actually just save the backgrounds, but without the text and without any logos or anything like that on them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
And then again, same thing, breaking it down for you, what's included where. So this is where I've talked about this section a little bit more. So just sharing with you what the sizes, but I'll supply you. Oh no, that you said that was going to be an HTML thing anyway. So this has got the sizing here. Okay.
Cool.
So 15.5 by 15.5. And then as you can see here, I've just broken it down here with color codes and where they should be used. And these are the separate colors for the items. Okay. So this
Cool.
is all relating to the menswear page, the menswear section. And then this is all relating to the women's wear section. I guess for this, where it's got the actual pattern of the uh, item, for example, I guess I would need to supply you with that. Is that right?
Yeah, they'll need to supply that one. Yeah.
Fine. Okay, cool. Um, and as I said, this the standard section here is something I just need to confirm with Shanae,
Okay.
the
Cool.
guys at Shanae. But then we have, oh, this I just need to fill in for you. But essentially, I'm going to talk about what the scroll over color is here, and the font sizes and everything for the main wording. Thankfully,
Cool.
I've kept everything quite uniform, so it's just a case whatever is listed here will be applied throughout. Okay,
Cool.
and that is pretty much it.
Fab.
Any questions for you?
All clear. I think I just need to take that PDF away and just
Mhm.
uh
Have a good rummage
do
through.
the build. Yeah, build. Yeah, I think yeah, all clear so far. And if there's any questions, we can always touch base again. But yeah,
Absolutely, yeah,
should be
we
fine.
can. I'm here now, so you've got me as a contact. Obviously, any questions, please just let me know.
Cool.
I would like to talk to you now about. So we talked about you're going to build it on Shopify. That's absolutely cool. Videos. So I did speak to Nana and Aisha about Vimeo
Yeah.
as a potential option because I'm mindful of, and obviously, again, please correct me where I'm wrong, but I'm mindful of if we embed videos, it's going to be taking up a lot of memory and space.
Yeah, it's much better if they upload everything on like Vimeo
Okay,
or
fine. So I'll encourage them
and
to.
then you just embed it straight away. It makes it easier for both parties as well.
Okay, fine. I'll encourage them to set up an account with Vimeo then, because I
Hmm.
know on the UK side of things, it's roughly about £6, I think, for, and then you've got a maximum of 60 uploads to be able to have, which is really good.
Hmm.
So yeah, so there's super small videos as well, so they're not long form content. So okay, I will do that. Then, links for the page, Word document, all necessary text. So we don't need to worry about the Word document. Okay. Oh, so let me ask you about, so Aisha mentioned that she spoke to you about Clavio, is that correct? Or
Yeah,
you spoke to her about Clavio,
yeah,
and the potential of using it, which I think is super cool.
yeah.
Because I'd spoken to her about other ones. Clavio, I've recently been hearing a lot about it, so I'm imagining it's a pretty cool platform to.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, all right. It just goes hand in hand with Shopify, to be fair.
Sure, sure,
There
sure.
are other ones you could use. But yeah, whichever one you use isn't really much of a big deal. But Klaviyo just goes well with Shopify. I think
Okay,
that's
okay, fine.
main
So
reason.
that's another, I'm going to presume another thing that she'll need to set up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can always send her a link,
Please. Yeah,
and then she can set that up.
I'll leave you with that to do that. No problem. Okay, and then so with that in mind, um, what I imagine would need to happen as well with their current email addresses is to make sure that their DKIM, DMARC, and was it the SP? Always forget the SP one. Um, the other setup is made and is done. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, so it depends on where their domain is at the minute. If
And I'm going to
um
get them to confirm all this information with you. So what Aisha is going to be doing is setting up. Do you know LastPass?
yeah,
So she's going to be setting up that account. to be able to just give you a link to access the concerning platforms that you're going to be needing to get
Okay,
all your
cool.
information. So that includes her domain name. Obviously, you won't really need the hosting platform, will you? Or
Not really. If we're building on Shopify, I just need
yeah,
to point the A record to the Shopify platform, and that's it. They can, the way the rest of their hosting what stuff remains, the
as
same.
is. Okay, cool. Um, One thing I just thought about actually, while you're building and doing that, will their current website still be live?
Yeah, yeah.
Much
We
as
wouldn't,
you'll be redirecting.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
We
cool.
wouldn't touch it. Their current website can still stay.
Perfect. Okay, good. Um, Other questions? Yeah, just I guess being mindful of delivery integrations in terms of like how do we make sure that if there is going to be a local setup, a local delivery option, as well as a DHL setup, is that something that can be done, or what do we just need to be mindful of here at this stage?
I think in terms of fulfillment, it's up to them if I know what they said is obviously you look on Shopify, they print off the orders manually and take it to DHL. It depends on whether they've got an account with DHL and they want the shipping stuff to be generated automatically. So it really depends on what agreement they've got with DHL. As for the local stuff, anyone that chooses like a local delivery option, will just, will get that confirmation. They'll get that confirmation and then they will do it that way. We
Okay.
have no control over how the local delivery option will. As
Mm.
for DHL,
Yeah.
it really depends on what agreement they've got with DHL,
Yeah.
whether they want to create um, um, delivery s- orders automatically, or whether, at the end of the day, they'll download, all of their orders and take it to DHL um,
Got you.
separately. So it really depends on how they want to handle that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I think initially there was going to be literally a link to DHL, then whoever was able to get their DHL tracking order
Hmm.
number would be literally just going ahead and just putting in their tracking number like that. But I feel like it needs to be a bit more streamlined.
Because what should happen normally, I guess, is if someone orders, you should then, and I explained this to them, you should have they'll have some sort of assistant that would go in there, look at that order, get the information, and then update the order details with, the tracking number,
Hmm.
and then the customer gets that.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, it really depends on how they want to work that side of things.
Okay, okay. I say, well, yeah. I guess it's just a case of let's put the standard thing together, and then
Hmm.
we take it from there. So
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
meantime, we can just be discussing that, but at the same time, put the standard together, and then yeah.
cool.
Okay, cool. So going back to Clavio real quick, sorry. I just wanted to confirm these emails. So are these the type of things that will be coming from the setup of it, basically?
So this will be sent done um from Shopify, actually, the orders. When it comes with the membership one, so obviously if someone, signs it, registers and puts their email address and, whatsoever, um they will just get I mean, we could probably do like a quick welcome
Yeah,
thing, but then that that bit then falls into like the marketing side of things, which they did mention that they will take on
yeah.
once this is done. But the initial bit you've seen on here can still be taken care of.
Okay, cool. That's fine then. And then so is that with the dealing with the membership side, that be coming from Clavio then, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Clavio. Oh, Clavio. Here we go. Okay, cool. Okie dokie.
Cool.
That's excellent. So, finally, timelines. Let's talk about this stuff. Now, obviously, aside from the timeline I initially sent to you, well, spoke to you about, that's completely out the window. Forget that. Forget that
Yeah.
timeline, because that's literally in a couple of weeks. So now, while some things can probably be done by then, realistically speaking, when I sort of like did a little reverse engineering, we need a bit more time than that. And equally, I want to make sure that you have enough time to do what you need to do and do it the justice that it deserves, right? So today is obviously when I'm briefing you. Um, but what we still need to do is make sure that you have all of what you need. So what I'm proposing now is that we get that to you by Tuesday at the very, very latest. And even if it's at least 90% of the stuff, at least that still gives you enough stuff to be able to just keep going and get going.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously just go through all of what I've shared with you, what will be sharing with you, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you can. But ideally with the intention to start from Monday on your side of things. And then equally, please also tell me if these dates are doable, if they're achievable, and so forth. Okay.
Cool.
So what I'm proposing is that by the 19th of August, you would have finished, including the product placement, including the functionality of things, and equally the responsiveness of the design. You would have finished all that by the 19th of August. This is just the first draft, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the 20th of August to the 22nd, that will allow time for me to test everything on there. Okay. Now,
Cool.
Aisha and Nana are actually going to be away during this time. So I said, well, let me concentrate on the first testing round of testing. And then, I can just really just pick it out or whatever and just go into it with you
Cool.
where needs be. And then at that point, and also share with me, do you have like, because I know some platforms do this, but will there be an option for me to use like just like a standard credit card information so I can try and make a payment?
Uh, you mean in terms of just testing to see if it
Yes.
works? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you can,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Fine. So so between you and I, we'll be liaising with regards to feedback and any amend suggestions and so forth. And we'll be doing that up until 22nd of August.
Cool.
25th obviously is a bank holiday.
Mm-hmm.
No weekends. We like to just relax a little bit on a weekend,
Mm-hmm.
time out on a weekend. But equally, bank holiday is 25th of August.
Mm-hmm.
26th, um, myself and Shanae, so as in Aisha and Nana, will be testing the website again off the back of the amends that you would have done, or if there needs to be an amends. So further changes will be made by then,
Mm-hmm.
the 26th. And between the 26th and the 28th is when we're doing our continued testing and so forth. And again, just liaising with you with regards to any final amends that need to
Mm-hmm.
be made.
Cool.
Okay. And then final testing one more time off the back of any amends or adjustments that need to be made will happen between the 29th of August as well as the 5th of September. And by that point, any changes would have been made and finalized, and then we'd be ready to launch on the 8th of December. December.
Okay, fair enough.
September, sorry.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how does that sound to you?
Yeah, all sounds good. What I'm gonna do is once you've shared all of those things, I'm gonna have a clean through.
Yes.
If
Go
there's
through it
anything
again this time.
that's obvious and needs flagging, I will. But if not, we'll just carry on with the work and get it done.
Perfect. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, any questions you have, please just reach out. I'm here.
Cool.
Okay.
Fab.
Share. That's it. That's it. So yeah, so with you, I'll be sharing obviously access to the Google Drive folder that you've just seen. The logo pack is in there, and equally the logos that you're going to be needing, and equally the Excel doc with all the information of the products, website brief, and all images as well, eventually. So yeah, okay,
Nice.
amazing, cool. That's essentially it, Peter.
Cool. We did it.
We did it. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, any questions for me, just always let me know. I am here and we're in that group chat now, so just reach out in there.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you very much.
No problem. No problem at all. And obviously we'll share with this video for with Aisha and Nana as well, so they can just watch back on it, and so
Cool.
forth. Okay.
Nice. I'll stay in touch.
Weekend. Absolutely. Have a good
And
weekend. I'll speak to
you
you soon,
too.
okay?
Enjoy the weekend.
Bye.
Bye now.